Greetings, teacher. Today I'm going to talk about what life means to me and what challenges I want to achieve, uh, obviously, for me. Uh, when I was asked to speak for 14 minutes about what life means to me and uh, what challenges I want to achieve, my first thought was 14 minutes. Will that be too much or not enough? Because how do you summarize something as vast as the meaning of a life in a single talk? And then I understood it is not about giving definitive answers, but about sharing a search, my own. For me, life isn't a statement. It is a question in motion. Uh, it is not a static noun, but an active verb. To live means to create meaning. We aren't born with a manual or a prefabricated purpose. We're equipped, however, with two powerful tools: consciousness and freedom. Consciousness to observe ourselves and the world. Freedom to choose for infinity possibilities, what we want to build with the materials we've given. Our talents, our limitations, our context. So, in essence, life for me is the space between who I am and who I can become. It is that workshop where where we take the raw materials of experiences, success, but especially the failures, the joy, but also the pain, and shape it into something of value. Not just for ourselves, but for others. This process is not solitary. Um, the deepest meaning I find is in connections. Um, in the markers, we live on other people and the ones that live on us. It had invisible web of support, love, challenge, and learning. To live meaningfully is to contribute to that web. Um, to make it stronger, more compassionate, more beautiful. Okay? But a journey without milestones, without direction, can become aimless. That is where challenges come in. Challenges are the stars that guide us on this journey. They aren't simple items on a to-do list. Uh, they are practical expressions of our deepest values. They are they are the way of telling the world and ourselves. This is what I believe. This is why I'm here. Uh, that is why I don't just want to achieve certain challenges. I feel I feel I must achieve them because they are consistent with my vision of life. Let me share three categories of these challenges with you. With you. Um, uh, First, the challenges of inner growth. My greatest battle is not outside, but within. I want to achieve the challenge of emotional coherence, to live greater serenity, to manage the anxiety of the modern world, to cultivate peace It doesn't depend on external circumstances. Um, I want to challenge myself to practice radical self-compassion because we're often our own harshest critic. Um, this is a silent daily challenge, fought in moments of quiet. It is an achievement one come with a medal, with it will be the foundation. Sorry, for everything else. Um, second, second, the challenges of impact and contribution. I believe our talent is alone from the world. Uh, we must pay it back with interest. My challenge here is to translate what I know and who I am into something that relieves, inspires, or educates. Perhaps by writing a book that helps one person feel less alone. Perhaps by creating a project that solves a small but significant problem in my community. The challenge is not just to do, but to do with meaning, with hands and heart dedicated to service. I want to measure my life not by but I what I accumulate, but by seeds I manage to plant in the garden of others. And third, um, the challenge of courageous authenticity. Sorry, um, in a world that pushes us as to fit in, of optimize or imagine to follow well-trodden paths. My challenge is to keep listening to my own voice, even when it whispers, to have the courage to say no to what doesn't resonate, okay, and yes to what, even if that frightens me. Cost to me, this implies risks, the risk of disappointing, of being wrong, of not being understood, but alive, but I lived according to others' terms. Um, good and be my life. That is perhaps the most demanding challenge to maintain fidelity to one else. Now, I know what what some might be thinking. This all sounds good, but what about the obstacles, fear, lack of time, failure? And you're right. These challenges aren't a promise; they are a wager, a wager. Sorry, I say wager. um, Everyday fear and comfort whisper to me to take a step back. Okay, the difference is that now I recognize them, I name them, and I choose consciously to advance 1 centimeter in spite of them. That is why I end with this reflection. What life means to me, and the challenges I want to achieve are inextricable linked. Meaning isn't found at the end of the path like a treasure. No, it is woven in the very act of walking, stumbling, of getting up, and of choosing where to take the next step. My final my final challenge, and perhaps the one that encompasses all others, is to live in such a way that when I look back, I can say with honestly, I did not avoid the challenges work. undertaking. I didn't know it silent my questions. I loved, I learned, I grew, and I contribute on my own way and with my imperfections. The life, um, the life that consciously chosen and courageously lived life uh, is the only meaning I need about. Thank you very much, teacher.